Good morning and Happy New Year. Hope you had a safe and happy New Year and all is well with you and yours. I've got lots to do today, so let's get started. It is bitter cold outside. It is like 24 degrees, so I am going to go ahead and tear down the front end of my motor today, take off the water pump, take off the harmonic balancer, take off that front cover, get ready to switch that cam. I don't know if I'll get to the cam today or not, but I will try. I am, of course, pulling the plugs. I need to see what kind of valve seals that I have so I can order those. And so I can, when I go ahead and switch out the springs, I can do all of that at one time. Let's see, what else am I doing today? I'm going to go ahead and pull off the valve covers and try and get those clean. I'm going to do some powder coating. I may go ahead and get that accessory bracket and out of the car and pull the power steering pump off of that. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet or not, but maybe powder coat that. We will see. Got to get the exhaust manifold off over here. So anyway, again, lots to do. So y'all follow along and enjoy the ride. right, good morning. Got lots to do today. I have an LS1 cam from my buddy Jeff next door and the springs that went along with it. I've got valve seals over here, valve stem seals. Get those put on. I've got a couple of other parts and pieces, and I've got a motor that's kind of dirty. But I'm going to pull all that apart, spin it over, pop out that cam, put in the LS1 cam, and then I'll start to work on these springs, take those off, get the valve seals done. So it is Martin Luther King Day. I'm supposed to be having a holiday, but I've been in the office all day. My eyes are crossed. I needed to come out and do something a little bit different, to move around a little bit. So I came out here to work on my motor. Did some powder coating yesterday. Used a kind of translucent blue. It's not exactly the effect I was going for, but I think it came out okay. So I'm going to put these on real quick. We'll see what other kind of trouble we can get into. Good morning. I am going to go ahead and work on this motor a little bit more. I've got to get the flywheel and the torque converter mated and bolted in. And then I'm going to attach the transmission cooling lines, get those routed where they need to go. Get the motor mounts bolted to the block, and then I'm going to drop it in here. I've got the mounting plates bolted back up. I've got the transmission cooler lines attached where they need to go. Everything is kind of buttoned up and tightened up and ready to go in. Got the torque converter bolts in and torqued to the right spec. So we're good there. Got everything up and out of the way. I need to jack this up, get it on some jack stands. May have to, yeah, it's definitely going to have to come in a little bit more so that I can comfortably get it on jack stands. But we are ready to drop in a motor. And I'll let you watch along as I do that. I think I am going to modify the transmission cross member, so I'm going to shorten that exhaust, I guess, downpipe there a little bit, and so that I can tuck the exhaust up in there a lot tighter than it was. It was just hanging down lower than I wanted to. So I'm going to have to modify my transmission cross member and get that taken care of. It's over here. So I think I'm going to end up having to take a section out of it down there and then reattach it. I don't exactly know what I'm going to use. Probably some 1/4-inch plate or something along those lines. I may take a look at those welds, make sure I'm happy with all of that. Get that bolted up. That is a boat anchor. That is a 200 R4 that's going to go to my dad. He's going to rebuild that and put that in his 78 Olds Cutlass. and I've just got a bunch of pieces and parts around. But it's time to get that motor buttoned up and get it into that car. All right, after a few weeks delay, I am back in the garage. It is almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Had some things on the honey-do list to take care of, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to get my radiator back in, get the fan back in, start putting the wiring harness and the exhaust manifolds back on. Got some new parts, got some gauges, got an electronic oil gauge, and I'm thinking towards the future with the boost gauge. Let me try and get that intake manifold on, and maybe tomorrow crank it up. We will see.